Hi there, this is Vahid from VRF Education channel and welcome to another session of Django Admin Panel customization. So far we have talked about a different type of customization for our models in Django Admin, and today we're going to focus on two different things. First of all, imagine that you have data for your models inside a text file in JSON format and you want to load it into your database. For this purpose, Django provides a very easy way. You need to save data inside a folder named Fixtures, and then using a command, a very simple command, load those data into your database. Today we are going to create a new project that contains three different models: person, course, or student, course, and grades. These are somehow a many-to-many relationships, and we're going to see how we can work with these objects. And after loading data, I'm gonna show you how to create a dynamic field or a new field based on some database aggregation functions. For example, you want to see the average grades for each person inside the change view area. So you can use Django features to do that. And also I'm gonna show you how you can use HTML formatting based on the value or some other criteria, format your result for that specific column, for that new column in Django Admin. Okay, let's go to VS Code and start the thing from scratch. Okay, here we are inside VS Code, and I want to create a new project for Django and try to add the model that we already saw in the presentation inside our database. So let's first activate our environment. We have a van folder here and also custom admin that is related to previous sessions that we check how we can customize our admin panel. And today we're going to create a new project and see how we can do other type of customization in this area. So first of all, I'm gonna go inside venv and script and call activate function. So we're already inside our virtual environment, and if we use pip freeze, you can see I already installed Django version 4.2.4 in this environment. Now I'm gonna create a project using Django admin command, start project. The name is school. And okay, that's it. So let's see. I'm going to, let's just say code dot. I want to open, well, VS Code here. It's just open in another window. Let's see. I'm gonna copy this address and open a school folder. And here we are inside our project. Now I'm going to add our first app, or first app named core. So again, Django -admin start app. The name is core. And before I forget, I want to add this new app to our settings file. So Django able to track the changes inside the model and make the migration for them in other stuff that we talked about in previous sessions. So let's go to core, and inside the model I'm gonna create three different model classes for person, course, and also grade. Let's do it very quickly. We have a class named person, and it's gonna inherit from models.model, and also we have another class named course. It's again gonna inherit from this class, and oops, the other one is grade, models.model. So that's for person. We have three fields: first name, last name, and the courses. It's a many-to-many field. So when we have a many-to field between these two tables, we need another table to keep the relation between these two tables or models. So first of all, we have a last name. It's equal to a char field, a character field, and the max length equal to, for example, 100 character. And I'm going to duplicate it for first name. Again, that's true. And And what, oops, let's me stop ILO. It's a good software that take care of your eyes. So let's go for courses. Again, I'm gonna create two fields here. First is the name of the course, and the other one is the year that this course present at the university. So we have name, it's equal to models dot character field again, and max length equal to 100, and the year it's equal to models dot integer field, and here I'm going to create a many-to-many relationship, models dot many-to-many field, and it's gonna field to relate to course, and I'm gonna just use blank equal to true. And also let's create a meta class inside this class. We can provide some information about the model using this meta class. One of them is verbose name plural. Verbose underline name underline plural. It's equal to, for example, not exactly people, because when we want to pluralize person, it's not persons, it should be people. So you can set it explicitly, but most of the time it's gonna add s at the end of the model. For example, this one will be appeared as courses, and this one grades inside the Django Admin Panel. And here I'm gonna say for our key, I'm gonna say we have a unique underline together, and name and year. So this course in this year should be unique together. So that's it. And finally, for grade, we have two foreign key here, a person and a foreign key for a course, and finally an integer that somehow refer to the grade for this course that person took before. So we have a person here, it's equal to models dot foreign key, the table is person, and on delete I'm gonna use models dot cascade. So if a person delete, all the things, all the grades should be also deleted. And I'm gonna duplicate it. Here we have course, and this time we have course class here, and again if it deleted, so all the grades should be deleted. And grade itself, field grade equal to models dot positive integer number, and I'm gonna add a validator to specify that the value for this field should be between 0 and 100. So here I'm gonna say validators equal to need to pass a list, and we need to add two different validators, mean value validator and max value validators. So it says mean value, let's import it first, and it's going to help me to write it faster. So from Django dot core dot validators imports mean value validators and also max value validators. Now I'm gonna use here mean value validator 0 and max value validator to 100. So the value for this model should be between 0 and 100. So let's also add dangerous job method, so we are able to see some meaningful things inside our admin panel. For person, I'm going to say return string that contains two value, self dot last name and self dot first name. Let's let's make a copy. For this one, I'm gonna just return the name of the course, and for this one I'm gonna say which person in which course, and then the grade. So self.person, self.course, and the grade separated by column, self.grade. And we already know that if we want to see these models inside our admin area, we should register them inside the admin.py class. So I'm gonna say from dot models import person, course, and grade. Now let's say admin.site.register person, duplicate it, and I'm gonna say course and grade. So that's it. Let's see what we can do here. First of all, we need to do migration things. So I'm gonna say Python manage.py make migrations. So it says unique together refers to non-existent field year. Let's see, year. It's an integer field. I forgot to put parentheses. And let's do it one more time. So it says create model course, model person, model grade. Everything is okay. And I'm gonna say Python manage.py migrate. So these three things alongside with the other things that already we added by creating project, for example users, permissions, and the other things, migrated to our database db.sqlite 3. Now I need to create a user, a super user, Python manage.py, and this time I'm going to use command create super user. This user is going to let me to log into admin area. So the username is admin, email address is admin @ for example mail.com, and the password 123456, and yeah, I'm gonna choose this password. So everything okay. Now I'm gonna run the server. So to see the output, run server. Now everything is okay. Let's go to our Explorer. So this is our first page, and we don't need to do anything here. We need to go directly to admin page. Well, just admin page, and I'm gonna say the user is admin and the password is 123456. Let's see what we have. So here we have courses, grades, and people. You can see the name changed for our core application. So let's see what we have inside the people. Here we have first name and last name, and also a list to add courses. So because we don't have any course right now, so we don't see anything inside this list. And also for courses we can add some courses, and for grades here we have two drop-down lists that they're already empty because we don't have any person or any course in our database. Now I'm going to load data from a JSON file, and it's also very good to know how we can load data using some commands, and we need to do something in our structure, filing structure, and put data inside a predefined folder. Let's see how it works. First of all, we need to create a folder inside our core or our app that we want to load data for that specific app. So here I'm gonna create a folder. The name should be Fixtures, something like this. And then you need to provide a JSON file. I'm gonna name it sql.json, and you should provide data as a valid JSON object, a list of JSON objects. So inside it, let's see, I just copied it from our site. So it says the model is core.person, primary key, and the fields, the value for the fields, and also these are the ID for the courses. So it's gonna add them inside our third table, the grades table. And also for our course, you can see we said the model is core.course, primary key, and the name and the year. So we have three different course, and also we have three. We also have some grades for this person. This course has this grade. Okay, that's it. Let's see how we can load this data into our database. We just need to open the command prompt, and I'm going to stop the server. Python, again manage.py. This time I'm going to use load data command and the name of the app that we want load data for that app. This time it's the name of the project. So it says installed 13 objects from 1 fixtures. So let's go to our admin panel, and if I press refresh, inside the courses, oh, I forgot to run the server. So here inside the courses, we have 3 different courses, and we have 3 different people, and also some grades. For example, each one, Mr. Summers, for example, for Buffy course, Summer Buffy for computer science, and the grade equals to 68. So that's it. Now let's see how we are going to work with this data. For example, I'm gonna show the average grade for the Mr. Buffy or Mr. Summers, Buffy Summers. In front of it, that it takes those courses, give me the average for each person. And also inside the course, I'm gonna calculate how many people take or took this course in this year, and make it as a link, so you can click on this field and see really who really took this course. So let's see how we can handle this kind of things inside our admin panel. So first of all, we need to go to our admin panel. Here I need to declare admin class, a class that is specifically going to tell admin how to customize this model inside admin panel. So I'm gonna create 3 different classes named, for example, person admin, and it will inherit from admin.model admin. Yes. And let's create those classes also for course, course admin, inherit from admin.model admin, and finally for grade admin. And you need to pass these classes inside register method. So you're going to say this is our model, and please see how you are going to handle this class inside admin panel using this class, person admin. Or you can use it, use some annotation above your class and say @admin dot register course, for example. So this is the way, or this is the second way that you can say how I'm gonna register this class inside our admin area. So you don't need to have it here, and let's just register it using the first approach, grade admin. If you didn't watch the previous sessions, I recommend to watch them first, because I completely say that how you can customize your admin area. For example, the field that you want to see in the first page of each model, and how to customize that table, adding filters and the other stuff. So this time I'm going to say I only need to list underline display. I want to see first name and last name inside the first page. So last name inside the list underline display, last name and then first name. These are the fields that we already declared inside the person model. And also I'm gonna duplicate it and pass it as the list display underline links. So both of them are clickable, so by clicking on them we can go to detail page. And also ordering, I want to let's duplicate it again. I want to order the list, ordering by last name descending, and after that, if we have same family or last name, I want to use first name as another criteria for ordering. So let's see what we have right now inside the people. Maybe something went wrong. Admin.site, the model course is already registered with course admin. grade admin, and the wallet course is registered with course admin. So that's true. Let's run the server one more time. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes it's confused. So for person, you can see I have last name and first name. It says 1 and 2 near the fields. So this means that ordering is based on this field at first, and after that based on this field. So I'm going to show the average for each person in the courses that it took already in front of them using another field. So in the previous session, we learned that how we can do this. So I'm going to create a method named, for example, show average. And here, imagine I want to just pass, for example, the length of the last name on the length field. So let's see it works or not. And I'm going to say I want to see it in the first page. So show underline average will be appeared in that list. So if I refresh, something went wrong. It says that what? List underline display. Which is not callable. List underline display and yeah, the name are equals. So what's the problem? Let's stop the server and run it one more time. See if error exists. It says system check identifier issues. The value of list on this refers to show average, which is not a callable. So it's callable. It's a method. Well, I forgot to add indent here, so that's it. And the server is okay. So here we have a new column that contains the length of the last name. So it's not what we want. We just want to see how we can show something in our I forgot, our list or our grid. And also we can change the name in two ways. So just need to decorate this method with admin.display method and pass description. For example, it says average instead of show underline average. So if I refresh the site, well, we have average here. Now for calculating average, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say what? So let's say result dot equal to grade dot objects. I'm gonna query over the grade table, and I'm gonna say filter for and look for a person that's equal to this object, current object, and then call aggregate function. And this time I'm gonna call I'm gonna calculate average. So average is should be added to the page from models. So here I'm going to say from Django .db .models import avg, average method, avg. And here we're going to say I want you to calculate average for grade. So it's going to say, please filter all the rows that the person field equal to this object, and then calculate the average for that for those fields. And then after that, I'm going to say we can just say return result, and insert result inside result we need to say grade underline ABG. Get the average of grade for me. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. Now if I press refresh, something went wrong and it says error during template rendering. Corrective subjects accessible. Okay, let's see. Well, let's see here. Yeah, we have some misspelled functions. Now let's refresh. So here it says the average for these people are 75, 77, 97.5 and 58. So this way we can add some statistic data into our table. So we need to do some logic inside our admin class and show them as the another column in this list. And also we can decorate it with some HTML things and make them colorized. For example, I want to show the average below 60 with red and between 60 and 90 with blue and above or with yellow and above that with green. So let's see how we can do it. I'm just gonna use some legacy method. So we have a color here. The color is green by default, and I'm gonna say AVG equal to. So let's convert the result grade underline AVG to an integer field, and if AVG is less than 90 and AVG greater than 60, I'm just want to change the color to yellow, and else if AVG is less than or equal to 60, change the color to red. So oops, let's delete this window. Okay, that's it. Now I'm gonna return a formatted text. For this purpose I'm gonna say return format underline HTML, and we need to import it from Django.utils.html import format underline HTML. So using this function we can return a formatted string to the output and see some styled output in that table. So format HTML, I'm gonna say we have a span that contains something, okay, the grade. So let's close the span, and inside this span I'm gonna use style inline styling. Style equal to something, and that something is equal to the color of the text. So again the color is equal to something, red, green, or yellow, and I'm gonna pass the color and AVG to this method. So that's it. Let's see, everything is just fine, and refresh the site. So as you can see, the color changed. We have red for 58, this is shown with green, and this is with blue, with yellow. So let's change it to blue. I think blue is much more viewable rather than yellow inside on the white background. So this is the way that you can use format HTML to return something from your method that you want to show as a column inside the table. So the lesson, this lesson is get a little bit lengthy, and I want to postpone or move this customization for course that see how many people took this course to the next session. I hope you enjoy this session, and for next session we will do some customization in this part. Till next session, goodbye.